Hi, everyone. It's John Galante with AE Ventures Tech Home Builder Summit. I am thrilled to be here today with one of my favorite people in the tech home world. His name is Avi Rosenthal, and he is a principal consultant with Blue Solve Partners. And he's going to be our track chair for the high volume track of courses at the Tech Home Builder Summit Spring in Charlotte, North Carolina, coming up in March. Avi, what do you got lined up for us so far? Do you want to, you and I can walk through these one by one? What do you think?
Yeah, so John, I am absolutely thrilled. I have watched this program for many years. It is so exciting to finally be a part of it. We've got some really incredible information that we're going to be talking about on the high volume builder side. Everything from how to deal with your back end systems to your front end systems, how to talk about what your consumers are looking for, what systems should be included in your home. And I'm thrilled to death that we've included things like energy management in green and health and wellness, and especially work from home. We've all been working from home. See, they were just complaining about my backdrop because it's my work from home. So I'm really thrilled to be here. Really glad that we've got all these interesting sessions. If you've got some questions about them, I'd be happy to let you know what direction we're taking.
Well, first of all, I want to know what you bring to the party. What's your experience? What's your insight, dude?
It's a great question. So for the last 25 plus years, I have been working with builders and technology. One of my strengths, one of the things that I really love doing is talking about technology in a way that affects everybody's everyday life. It's not about the speeds and feeds. It's not about just the gadgets and gizmos. It's the way we can bring technology to people's homes and help improve their daily existence, right? Whether it make them feel more secure in their home with security, make them feel more comfortable with energy management systems, making them feel more at home with audio, video, and a great entertainment experience, whether it's great networking and helping them understand how to be connected to the rest of the world. That idea, bringing technology to people's homes and bringing technology into their lives in a seamless way, that's what I've been doing for the last 25 years in both on the integration side.
That's about customer experience, right? And so it's
Yes.
it's like start at the end to understand what to do in the beginning. And the end needs to be an excellent customer experience, right? And you and I have talked a lot about that. We've got sessions. We're going to tackle what I like to call crazy ant in the basement, which is that customer experience. Like, how do we get people onboarded and educated about system use the right way? How do we support them for the long term?
Absolutely.
Because this stuff they're interacting with it all the time. It's
ever changing. There's always something new.
Their needs are going to change. So if we aren't connected for the long term, we're not going to give them that excellent experience. So we're going to tackle that, right? But we're also going to tackle offers, right? And these these 3 killer apps that we got, right? One of which is work from home, right? Biggest demographic trend in the last 20 years. People being able to work wherever they want, at least part of the time. So they're moving to different places. They need a different kind of house to accommodate that. They need an office-like environment that's almost a broadcast studio as well. So we got to do more as builders than just say, get an extra bedroom, right? We need to really outfit that room. We need to show it in a model. We need
things like acoustics, things like networking, things like the right lighting, right? Is it on the right side of the house? Is it going to have the right windows? Is it going to have window treatments on it?
Yeah.
All of these things tie together a comfortable work environment where you're not going to get interrupted. And when you do get interrupted, you have the ability to move swiftly from work to play in one area. These are all important factors when it comes to work from home.
And this is a way a builder can win, right? Because we're in a competitive market, more so than we were a year ago, right? Which was
very much
hey, if I can deliver, I win. But now we have to compete. And this is a room that you can win with, right?
Absolutely. This will set you apart. Absolutely. It's all part of the initial design because it's got to be thought of right from the beginning, right? This is not something you could just add. This is something that has to be thought about when you're doing your initial designs. It has to be built into your plan, how you sell it, how you market it, how you support it after the fact, after the close, are all very important.
Yeah, and then now healthy home, we've been talking about this one for a while now. We really need to start to get this is another one. We need to get it right. Right. And there's these different dimensions to healthy home. And I think every builder has to address every one of them. Maybe not every one of them in the most robust way possible, but we got air, which is really near the top of the list. And only 10% of new homes being built really have appropriate ventilation because they've been built tight, but not appropriately ventilated. So we got to fix that. And there's a lot of other things we can do with air to make it healthy in terms of filtration, et cetera. Water is something that
water is an important resource that is not talked about enough, both in its cleanliness for health and wellness, as well as for its conservation, right? There's a lot of areas in the country right now under a drought. It's very important that we talk about water, not only from the perspective of preserving it, but making sure there's enough for us to use in our homes. When you talk about health and wellness, it's also the health and wellness of the people inside. The one thing that the pandemic taught us is the longer we stay in our homes, the tighter our homes are for energy efficiency, the harder it is to keep the air nice and clean. Lots of great new technologies that we're going to talk about and the practicalities of it, right? How do I execute on a ventilation system that doesn't break the bank, but still gives me enough to talk about with my consumer to set me apart from my competition?
Yeah, and then light, right? Which is about our energy levels, especially for working at home. Light is about our sleep patterns, which feeds our energy levels. So it's a really important health element. And we got this natural light, LED.
LED circadian lighting is an incredible idea that has really come into its own. You know, we've been talking about circadian rhythms. I travel for a living, and so my circadian rhythm is important to me from a jet lag perspective. But now in my home, I have circadian lighting. I have lighting that actually helps me adjust when I've arrived from Asia or when I've come back from Europe. We can do this on a daily basis to boost our energy levels, to boost our health and wellness, to boost our fitness levels. There's a way of doing lighting in workout spaces that's different from doing lighting in relaxing spaces. All of that is important when designing a home.
And we can do this for more market bands than just the rich and famous, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then what else did we have going on? We got the electrical stack, right? You called it energy, but it's about the home as a power plant as well, and which it needs to become. If we've got one or maybe two EVs there, we could save a hell of a lot of money. Plus the capacity of our electrical system is going to be taxed if we don't start generating and storing somewhat at home as well. So,
and there are some great
new category of stuff for builders.
New. There are some great incentives now that are being given out by the federal government. The new bills that have been passed over the last year or so have great incentives in them for infrastructure. And that infrastructure comes all the way down to not just our roads and bridges, but the infrastructure within our own homes. So solar, transfer switches, inverters, battery backups, EV chargers, all become an integral part of the home. If you're building these things in when you're building the home and you're designing for them, you're going to be that much further ahead. There are even programs out there that we can get the builder all of this equipment for no money. Literally, they can participate, they can be part of and bring all these technologies in. It doesn't cost them a dime.
Wow. You know, Avi, I've been sitting here talking to you, and it actually sounds like you know what you're talking about. But that's because he really does. And he's going to do a great job as the track chair down in North Carolina. If you're not signed up yet to attend as a high volume builder, 50 or more homes per year, be there or be square. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to be able to do a lot based on what you learn. That's what Tech Home Builder is all about. We're happy to have Avi part of the family, part of the team this go around. Thank you so much.
I am so excited to see everybody in Charlotte. It's going to be a really great session.
See you all there.